Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the JuveCorner cast podcast edition, everybody. My name is Gio. We got Angelo right next to me, and we're going
Ciao.
to give you everything that involves around Juventus, everybody. So make sure, if you're new, like and subscribe. Share the content with more Juventini guys. Let's get some more Juventini, as we have a big announcement to make. 500 subscribers. Guys, we're at 524. What is happening? My gosh, man, what a crazy, crazy achievement this has been for this channel. And not even just that, but congrats to us for 700 followers on our Instagram. We have to clap it up for that, Ange. We have to clap it up because that is one of the craziest achievements I think that we've ever done, so far. And it's only the beginning. So let's see what really happens. I mean, I'm looking forward to the future with more. Hopefully more as well. I mean, let's it's 600 on the way. 600 is on the way for the channel. I mean, Angelo, what are your thoughts?
No, definitely a big achievement for the channel. I'm very pleased with the growth that we've done in such a short period of time, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported us on this journey. We appreciate everything, and just keep sharing it if you like the content, and we'll keep growing and trying to improve each time we're talking to you guys.
Yeah, no, exactly. And the craziest thing, like even Lamp Chop in the chat's going off right now. Look, like what's going on here? We even got let's get to 600 now. Let's go. Let's keep it up, guys. Let's go. Let's wrap up to more people. Let's get some more people in the chat as well because we have to talk a lot, especially about this Juventus and also lots of new news about the injuries and of course your favorite also subject, everybody that's comes to the channel for Mercato news. So we're gonna get into everything as well. So with even the Bologna game as well. So let's start up. I mean, Angelo, what do you think right now? Which topic do you think that we should go on? Do you think we should go on Mercato? I think we should save Mercato for last, in my opinion. But what do you think?
Yeah, I think we should. I agree. We should save Mercato, but we could kind of break down the upcoming match. I feel like that's something that people may be interested in. But like I said, we're still a few days away from that, so we can kind of give a little pre-game talk. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll give a little bit of a pre-game, actually a little bit of a post-Lecce still, because like I said, other teams are playing the Coppa Italia, but I would say that this is a little bit of a pre-game show for that. So, Juve Bologna supposedly they played today. They won 4-0 against Monza, I believe, in the Coppa Italia. Um, Supposedly they already got an injury. Orsolini, one of their best players, has gone off injured, and he might miss the Juve game. I think this is a great bonus, but Italiano's men are not doing that bad this season. So hey, I mean, I'm hoping that we could get a result. We need to get a win. It's time to win. Motta, if you are hearing us, it's time to win. Angelo, what are your thoughts about the Juve Bologna game coming up?
I definitely feel, especially us having Mota on our side, maybe he's gonna understand how they play. So I'm trying to feel optimistic that we could get this win. Like you said, it is time to win. So Mota, if you're listening or ever come across this, it's about time we start winning. We can't take the ties anymore.
Yeah, no, exactly. And the craziest thing I would say is the amount of injuries are still out. Supposedly Vlahovic and only Adzic are going to be the ones that are going to be really recovering. McKennie, there is a little bit of doubt. Nico Gonzalez, not even ready for Bologna. Going to have to be till Venezia. So let's hope that he could get back. That we could get some players back, because we really need some players, because the formation, and not even just the formation, but just the tactical aspect of it without the main guys, it's just like, what are you gonna do? This is why this is probably one of the most important mercatos, I think, for Juventus, in terms of either making top four or even challenging for the Scudetto. I said
Well,
this already. You know.
well, that's a good point. Bringing up the Scudetto. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's been a few posts that have been uploaded. I've seen on Instagram. They might have come across Twitter. I don't have Twitter personally, but they were saying the probabilities for the teams winning the Scudetto. So right now, Inter has a big lead for winning the Scudetto. They actually say Napoli has fallen off a lot, and they're in the range of us. Where I think it was like we have like they were saying like a little over like a 4% chance. I think Inter right now had like in like a over like a 30% chance. I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but if you've seen that post, just
Mhm.
you can upload it in the chat, the statistics there. But just definitely, it's on Instagram somewhere on any of your cultural networks. So if just keep an eye out for that, because it's interesting when you see the percentages of who's contending for the Scudetto right now.
Yeah, no, and I would say the biggest one right now is the I would say percentage is going to be even Napoli now, because they're winning almost all their games, especially because they're still in first, and that's my fear, because of we all know, us all Juventini know how Conte is when he has playing only one game a week. So I'm worried about this Napoli, but I wouldn't even be surprised if they do win. But us Juventini, we can't live with that. So uh, yeah, no, I mean, I'm always gonna say that Juve is gonna win, but like I said, I don't know why people are saying, like I've been seeing on all over Instagram, Twitter, Motta out. Like, what is happening, guys? And then people comparing stats with Allegri, for the from last season to this season. If you're gonna compare Allegri to Motta, do Allegri's first season and his second spell compared to Motta's first season in the new era. Compare that, and you're going to see that Motta has actually done a way better job than Allegri's. And you have to also remember, same thing happened, right? We actually haven't even lost yet. With Allegri, we actually already did in that first season. We already lost by already this time. And guys, I know you're gonna be like, "Oh, but we're not winning, this and that." Guys, calm. It's gonna take time. Remember, we still haven't lost. If we start racking up the wins, then we're gonna be definitely in the Scudetto race because we're not even that far. We're 6 points behind. All it takes is Napoli to lose a couple of games. That's it. And same thing with the others as well, including Inter. This Inter is not gonna scare me. Once this Juventus team really clicks, we are definitely going to be a scary team. But it all depends on Thiago Motta. It all depends on Juventus itself, on Giuntoli. It all depends on the players. And also depends on just everything, on how it goes. The injuries, right? The injuries, I think, have been the most biggest thing that has been, I think, crushing us on the inside. And the craziest thing is people are actually criticizing when we all remember we don't even have Bremer at the back right now. So with Motta, I think he's done an exceptional job. Now, is there a time for Motta to be criticized? Yes. That time is right now. Of course. For him to be criticized, it's right now. Because, like I said, he's making some, in my opinion, a little bit of rookie mistakes. Especially with in my opinion, the lineup. Maybe the formation, which we will get into as well. Maybe tactical reasons, right? Could be also he doesn't even know the team yet, really. So, guys, whoever's an Allegri fan, please, no more Allegri. We need to move on. It's a different time of football, different type of calcio. So, this is what I'm saying to everybody to just don't worry. Juventus will return to the top. I mean, Angelo, what do you think?
Look, we gave Allegri years. There needs to be the same patience for Malta, and especially now that our first year has had 10 injuries with him. So that doesn't help. You're not going to see the best Juventus with the manager that's at the club for its first year with
Exactly.
players that are on with a lot of players that are injured. So just got to have patience, trust the process. Not saying you don't criticize him. You could still criticize him because obviously there needs to be there needs to be criticism towards him right now because he's not doing the job of winning and getting the easy points that he should be getting. So yes, there's criticism that should be directed there, but you gotta have patience. Allegri was given years in order to get that Juventus team at you'd say their prime state for how many people love Allegri. But just gotta give Moto time to grow the team and for everyone to come back. And if they need to make any additions, which we personally feel they do, then let them make that, and then we could start officially evaluating is Malta out. You can't do that right now. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, no, and that's the biggest thing I think is people are saying that Mota out like already. It shouldn't be. And not just that, but it's only been like what, 13, 14 games? So we definitely need to do something. And if we are going to change something, if we are going to challenge for the Scudetto, it's now.
Yeah,
It's going to be it's going to start to get it because I think after Christmas, after the Panettone, that's it. That's when you start to have to go full strength.
yeah. So currently, yeah, it's been 14 games. But like I said before, Napoli is strong right now, but people have been saying, and I've seen multiple different posts about it, that Inter has a better chance for the Scudetto than Napoli.
They should. They
That's
should.
what
They
that's what I've
should.
seen, and the percentages for that were a big difference compared to Napoli. Although Napoli is in first right now, the favorite team to win the Scudetto this year is Inter.
Of course. Yeah, yeah. In my opinion, they have the most depth. If they don't win the Scudetto, it's a failure for them. Especially because they call themselves invincible, right? Especially, that's what they've been playing lately. But we also have more comments as well. We have a 2K champion that says selling Fajoli is not it, which we will get into that because there's a lot of Mercato news, lots of stuff going on with that. Also, rumors about Kenan Yildiz to Manchester United. I want to hear your thoughts on that as well, guys. Because, no way, no way. But yeah, I mean, Angelo, what do you think about now since we are already in December? Do you think that we have, if we get a couple more players, do you think that we can definitely like challenge for the Scudetto the way that we are playing right now?
Look, the way that we're playing right now, no, not a chance. I mean, you're drawing teams like Lecce, that's unacceptable. If you want to beat these high level teams, you have to be consistent throughout the games. You can't score a goal and then be conceding in the 90th plus. You have to be solid for from the first whistle to the last. You can't be solid from the first to the second whistle because that's what
Yeah,
it's been like right now. Or when you've seen the great attacking football from Juventus, those glimpses, it's been in the first half. We have not been performing in the second half in any of our matches, which has been unfortunate. Yes, we did score in the second half with against Lecce, but we did concede there. I
yeah.
mean, and Cambiaso's goal, it wasn't like a special build-up goal for Cambiaso's goal, in all honesty. It
Yeah,
that
no, and
wa-
yeah, and he was
that
doing
wasn't
very
the
well
case.
in that game.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying the overall team has not been performing when the second half rolled around. Like we said in other games, we've seen glimpses of like, wow, Juventus is looking good in the first half, but it's a 90-minute match, sometimes even more. You have to be consistent throughout the whole game. And going back to what you said, can they can they challenge the Scudetto playing the way they are and with some additions? I don't know. Maybe those additions that they make change the whole atmosphere of the team where now we're playing in a much better way. But if not, then no. The way we're in our current form, we will not win the Scudetto. That's that not at all. I mean, we're tying Lecce in our current form. So
Yeah,
we're not winning the Scudetto if that's the case.
exactly. And I also want to give a little bit of a shout out as I just seen a new Shifties. Hey, welcome to the channel. I think you subscribed as well because I just saw it go up. So hey, everybody that's new in this channel, share the content. Let's get some more Juventini. Let's get up to at least 15. I saw 12 before. Let's get up to 15 people in this stream. Let's get 15 viewers. Get some more Juventini. Let's start growing. We just hit 500. Let's get to 600, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. And also get the likes up. Likes up. Everybody likes up. And yeah, no, I mean, to add on with you, with this current form, it's just 0-0, 0-0, 1-1. Too many draws. Too many draws in a row. Now it's gonna start piling up the pressure for Motta. Now I want to see the team's reaction against Bologna, and I want to see the reaction in general against the other teams, especially against Manchester City, which we are playing
Yeah,
soon.
I'd like to also add to that. We weren't winning the games that we had to win. Like Lecce is a must-win game because we're Juventus de Lecce.
Yeah,
We have players of worth that are close to their club's worth.
yeah,
So, like, we need to win the easy games because that also takes pressure off of us and Mota. Now, Mota's tying a game like that, which doesn't help him. It just adds more pressure to him because the team's not performing. And then now he is expected to go perform against the Manchester City when you can't even perform against the Lecce. So, what makes the organization and the fans and the journalists and everyone feel so confident that you're going to even stand a chance against a Manchester City?
exactly, exactly. And I just want to read some comments as well as Sun Seed is finally back. Missed you, guy. Missed you, bro. And he says, "Yo, I've been busy. I didn't get to watch the games, but what are these draws? Yeah, yeah. We're all saying that. It's could it be a fluke? Could it just be growing pains? Something. Could it be just growing pains? Something, right? We also have top four isn't going to be as hard as we are only like five to point. I think it's six points from the top. Yeah, 5 to 6
Well,
points.
if
You're
we
right.
don't get top four, that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If we don't
Oh
even get top four, that's just outrageous. I mean, we're talking about challenging for the Scudetto. I mean, if now we're talking about not being able to get top four,
Yeah,
That's just a different level. And I agree. Top four shouldn't be as hard as winning the Scudetto because Juventus should always be in that top four range or challenging for the Scudetto. So that's yeah, no, I mean we gotta if that's the case, we gotta really start checking things. But I mean right now we're having the conversation of Scudetto, so hopefully hopefully we get that top four no matter what. Now it's just a matter of fact is can we get the Scudetto?
yeah, and not even just that, but somebody actually noticed. You got Lamb Chop here that says, "Nice jacket, Gio. Looks like a Juve jacket." Yeah, well, of course it is. Of course it is, guys. And I just got this today. This is from the NASA edition, I believe. This is the I forgot what it is, but it's one of the nice jackets. As a, I'll give like a nice little opening up because I did record it as well when I was opening. So, guys, I'll put that on my short for you, and also I'll put it on the TikTok and the Instagram because, guys, this jacket is like, wow, it's really, really impressive the way that I did
Unboxing
it.
with Gio.
Yeah, unboxing with me, guys. So don't worry, guys. We're gonna unbox a lot more Juventus stuff because I am ordering for you already know for the panettone for Christmas. Everybody, there's a lot more coming as well. So I got you with that. Now I'm just gonna read out some more comments as well because there's a lot now. So we got Sunseed. The draws are games we scoring like 2 or 3 goals, but we can't finish our chances. Yeah, we should be scoring, but we're just not clinical enough. That's what I think in the first half against Lecce, right? We hit the post how many times? Two times, or 3 times around there,
Against
and we
Lecce,
couldn't.
I saw Conceição had one.
Yeah,
I saw he cut in and hit it with his I believe his left foot on the ground and hit the far post. I saw that one for sure. I don't know if there were any more, but that
yeah,
was a great that was a very close chance that we had to scoring that hit the post.
exactly. And we also have some seats that says, yeah, and our defense needs to perform, especially if we score even once. Exactly, 100%. I agree with you. And we have a newcomer, Primo Caucho, my guy. I think I've seen you on Giuseppe streams, on Gigi's Juve streams. Big shout out to him too because he's done a phenomenal job on this channel, man. And he actually did like a little shout out. I have a little clip on it. I showed you Angelo earlier, and behind the
Yes,
scenes,
yes.
and it was like it was wonderful to just to let some Juventini realize that we are um, a new coming content creation, as I would say, new streamers as well, because me and Angelo we do this all the time. So yeah, no, let's read your comment now. But welcome, welcome. If you are new, Primo Cacho, please subscribe and also push those notifications, my friend. And says Bologna is catching form and we are struggling. This is the perfect fixture to turn it around big week. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Like I said, Bologna won 4-0 today, and it's going to be the time. I think that this could be the turnaround of the season. Who knows? This could be, especially this could be. Remember, this is Monta playing against his old club, so I want to see how he's going to react to that. And we are playing at home. Finally, I want to see that as well with a packed stadium. It's going to be full house, so I'm expecting a lot. I'm expecting a big reaction from the guys, especially if he changes up some guys, and we will get to the formation. Everybody, we're saving that for last, and plus the Mercato news because there's a ton of Mercato news. So definitely that. But yeah, 100%. This is going to be a big, 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 big week ahead for Juventus because if we do not win, guys, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to start pulling teeth right all of a sudden because this is just going to be really bad if we draw or lose. If we lose, it's just going to be even worse because then everybody's going to be like Monta out, which shouldn't even be the case. Shouldn't even be the case. So, um, yeah, yes, sir. We also got Sensi that says, I'd rather see you this at the top instead of Weah. No, we all right. We'll get into it actually a little bit now. You think we should, Angelo? What do you think? Should we get into it?
Yeah, I mean there's not I mean we get into I mean we covered a lot of stuff on our last stream regarding the previous match against Lecce, so we could talk about that now. I don't know about Yildiz up top in that role. I feel like that would have been we tried that with Coop, didn't work out well. I feel like we've said in the past, I hate to repeat myself and like we said, is to push Yildiz into that 10-row drop coop down with Loka.
Exactly. You
So,
know.
and that's really, I think, what the change that needs to be done. But yeah, I kind of I disagree with that statement about putting Yildiz at the top there. I feel like Weah is really our only option until we get Vlahovic back.
Yeah, exactly. And the biggest also I think the biggest thing is that we definitely need a change in the I think just we need a change in like positions because like I said, like and also like you said, Coop Miners I think should be with Locatelli in that pivot area as well as the number 8. Then you have Yildiz as the number 10. You put Mbangula on the left in case Vlahovic doesn't make it, right? You put Weah up top and then you put Conceição on the right. I think that's the best ideal formation or just the lineup in general. I think that's just the best one I think that I could pop out of my mind right now because we're not doing anything with this. What are we doing? What are we doing? You know, what are we doing? So we need to see some change in that. And also the formation, Angela. What do you think about the formation? Do you think that we should change formation, guys in the chat? Thoughts on changing a formation, the formation to 4-3-3 flat? What do you guys think? 4-3-3? Do you guys think that we should change it?
4-3-3 is a very attacking formation, which leaves you vulnerable defensively, opposed to doing a 4-2-3-1. And I feel like Juventus has always been kind of that defensive side has always been their strength with like our traditional ways have been sitting and then counterattacking. But although under Motta we've been keeping the ball and trying to create attacks going forward. So I don't know. That's a tricky question. There's definitely benefits and disadvantages there. Like I said, 4-3-3, we definitely get more numbers going forward, and we could, I feel, create more with the 4-3-3. But you're going to be more vulnerable when it comes to the defensive side because you're sending more guys up, and that's a very high energy formation as well. That requires a lot of high pressing when you're doing a 4-3-3 opposed to 4-2-3-1, where you could really sit and play that block defense and possess the ball, but also sit and play off a counterattack. So that's just kind of my thoughts on between the two.
Yeah, 100%. And we got Reno in the chat. Everybody, if you guys know Reno, he's been also on the channel as
Ciao,
well.
Reno.
He will be on the channel again as well because we're gonna get back again as well. I was also on his channel the other day as well. Nice live. Um, lots of people in the chat as well. So guys, go subscribe to him as well. Big shout out to Reno as well. And not even just that. Also, we also have Lamb Chop as well, just giving us a shout out. Like and subscribe. Let's see how fast we get to 600. Everybody, share the content. Keep notified for all these streams like this because, like I said, there's going to be lots of more content coming your way. And not even just that, but you guys don't even remember the Mercato is coming up and we're going to be streaming a lot, especially when there's a breaking news or something big happens. You guys are going to want to hear it from us because it's going to be big. It's going to be big. And we're going to have also big surprises coming out.
So, I don't even know the surprises.
Giveaways.
I don't even know the surprises.
Yeah, Angela doesn't know the surprises.
I don't even know. It's only Gio does, so I'll be finding out probably when you guys do.
Yeah, so guys, I'm going to say giveaways. That's what I'm going to say. Just giveaways. But I'm not going to say what, though. Just giveaways. That's going to be the future thing for this channel as well. It's going to be a lot of giveaways. So, guys, like you already know what to do. Share the content. Get some more Juventini in here. Let's get up to at least more than 10 people a stream if we could do that, or maybe even 15. If we could get 15, 20, got you guys. Whoever is going to be my guy, and whoever gets me those 20, whoever gets us those 20, we got it. We got it, everybody. Let's go. But yeah, also Primo Calcio.
Could I qualify for a giveaway?
Of course, Angelo. Of course, I got you though. I got you.
I qualify for one.
Yeah, but we also got Primo Calcio that says 4-1-4-1. Let's not give Mota an aneurysm. 4-3-3 isn't that different. True. But if you really think about it, I think if you really put Coop a little bit far back, I think we would be way better. I think just because I think he'll also feel much more comfortable on the ball because he's not that type of guy that in my opinion he's like the type of guy that he can create, but he's more of a finisher than a creator. That's in my opinion. He's definitely more of a finisher. If we go back and watch some Atalanta clips, which I actually did go watch some, he's actually playing a little bit off the second, like off like a second striker almost. So guys, like I said, get some more Juventini in here. We're gonna talk a lot more. So guys, I mean Angelo, can you agree with me? I mean, what do you
Yeah,
think?
no, I agree with you. I have to add this. I feel that if you drop him with Loca and kind of playing him in that eight formation, I feel he'd be good because that area at the top of the box, and like you said, he's a finisher there. I feel like having him there is such a hot spot for midfielders to score because it's just like balls being popped out right outside the box. Uh, Cut back pass right to the top of the 18. It's just such a good area to be in when it comes to midfielders finishing. There's been numerous accounts where you've just had so many first time finishes from that from the top of the 18 there, which I feel that would be a good spot to put Coop Miners in. I feel like we should experiment with him there. I think we could do a 4-2-3-1 against Bologna and see how he works with that. I feel not directly flat with Loca, a little higher in like that 8 role, which kind of gives it a 4-3-3 type of aspect, but defensively drop him in and have him play two two sixes there defensively. Offensively, shift them a little higher, let Luka sit more, have Coop Miners in that 8 role, and let him start working that and being closer to Luka and just getting that ball fed to him a lot more rather than him being so high up in that 10 role. And like I said, when the ball gets down into that area, he'll be floating right around that top of the 18. So when that ball gets popped out or they do a cutback pass, he's there for that first time finish, and that's when we would really start to see Coop in his hopefully a new prime.
Exactly. And I think, guys, we could all agree in the chat. Coop has the potential and capabilities of becoming even a greater superstar, especially in Juventus. We all can agree with that. It's just that Motta needs to find that click, man. And not just that, but I also like to move on with the comments as well. Sorry, Angelo, but Ciao Gio and Angelo, good to see my club slap up Sassuolo early so that the players can prepare for Atalanta on Friday. Oh yeah, Milan. Yeah, guys, Milan are starting to win a lot of games, so we also have to pay attention for Milan as well. But don't worry, because like I said with the Fonseca, I don't trust Fonseca, Anthony. I'm sorry, I don't trust Fonseca. So, I mean, you probably don't even like Fonseca that much either. So, like I said, Fonseca, you don't know yet. We don't know yet. Don't know if the attacking problem is about the formation that's from 2K Champion. No, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it could be the either the formation or either just the players are just not in the right positions. And that's why I think we agree on that the players are just not in the right positions. But this is Moto's job. He should already recognize that before us. Or even before anybody else that even said that Yildiz should have been playing 10, drop Coop a little bit back, maybe put Mbangula until Vlahovic comes back, then you put Way on the wing. That would have worked. And I think it would have worked because we already seen Yildiz play as a 10. I think, in my opinion, he's more creative in that position than Coop Miners is. Coop Miners was invisible the past couple games when he was playing in the 10. Yildiz in 2 games, he created a lot and a lot of dangerous chances. If we go back to the first 2 games of the season, Como and Verona, even though you guys are going to say, oh, easy teams, my opinion, look, hey, Verona, they beat Napoli, what, 3-0? So, what are we talking about? And there's not just that, but, guys, I think that if Mota sees this, then we might actually be right on the money and start scoring. Hopefully. Because that's what we're all saying. If we change a little bit, change some positions around, put some players in the right positions, then I think, and also get some players back from injury, then we could definitely, I think, have the quality enough to really, and the quantity to actually score. Angelo, what are your thoughts?
No, man, I think you really hit it right on the head there. I honestly, I don't want to add to that because you nailed it right there. I feel that's that's it, man. Like you perfectly said it. And for anyone who's listening in the chat, I feel that you should have been really listening to what Gio just said because he couldn't have worded that any more perfectly.
Yeah, guys. And like I said, this is the biggest chance. In this game, I want to see urgency. I want to see aggressiveness. There's none of that this season. Probably the only one game would be the Leipzig game. That's it. We saw reaction versus Inter. We
Oh,
saw the
I was
best
say even the
performance.
Inter game we saw, but I feel like aside from those games, like you said, I feel like a word that you could also say to describe is the passion.
Yeah, that
Like
too.
the passion. Like I feel like if you look at the statistics from all of our games, I think we've definitely seen an improvement with us holding the possession. But when you look at the defensive end, we've been losing, I feel, a lot more in the defensive side, like our individual duels and all that. Like you see, like if you look up the statistics, you'll see the other teams have been dominating. They've been winning the balls a lot more, the tackles a lot more than Juventus has, and that's something that's you defending is passion. Is that I want to get the ball. I want to keep the ball. I want to win it for my team. I don't want them to have the ball. That's just mentality, work ethic, and passion for your club. When you have the
Exactly.
ball, yes, that's talent, skill, all of that. But defending is just putting your heart and your soul on the line to get that ball back. I don't want them to have the ball. They can't have it. That's my ball. And I feel like you haven't seen that from this this Juventus, and that it's the stats are showing it. The stats are showing that we are losing our tackles.
Exactly.
Majority of the game, we are losing our tackles, and that's where I feel the difference is. Those are situations that are could be changing the game. Is if you win this little tackle here, then you win the next little tackle there. Eventually, it all adds up. Those little moments give you those extra moments, extra minutes, my bad, extra minutes on the ball to possibly create. So if you're not winning the little tackle here, you don't have the ball. You never know if an attack could have happened here.
Exactly. Exactly. And I have to agree with you with the passion. Passion is everything in this sport. If you don't have it, then why are you even playing? If you don't have it, I'll listen. If I was Mota, I'll be glad to just like put you in the reserves where Arthur is right now. Seriously, like, and not just that, but the funny thing is that these guys are pro. They should already know this. They should already know this. And let's also just read more comments as well. It says, and I want to hear you, Angelo, on this as well because this is an interesting one. Primo Coucher says, we are playing the exact opposite style of Atalanta. Coop needs everyone else to be running and working. He can fill in the gaps. He is not a focal point. What do you think?
Look, I feel I do agree with that statement to a degree. I feel he's not like a player where he's not like you'd say like that Messi. He's not the Messi of Juventus. We don't have one. We don't have one. He can't be like you said. He's not a focal point. Can't be a focal point. And I feel for him to produce, I feel also the rest of the players we haven't been getting these runs going forward like have we said in other games where we haven't had runs taking down the line going into the final third. We haven't had that, but no, I feel like the key point in what his comment was is that he's not a focal point. So like, and people are trying to treat him like he's a Messi of our club when he's not. We unfortunately do not have a Messi. That's not in
Exactly.
the that's not in the cards for us. We don't have a player that has that you'd say that free role where it's like, all right, I could sit back, the rest of the team work. I'm the focal point. When you get me the ball, things will happen. I guarantee things will happen. That's
Exactly.
that's not the case. So I like the comment. I think the real thing that he says, his last statement here, is that he's not the focal point. I feel like if you're reading this in the chat, just kind of keep that note in mind that you can't treat him like he's a Messi because unfortunately he's not the level like that. Although he's a top player that we have at the club, I'd say potential with his potential, he could be one of the best with his potential, but you can't be evaluating him like he's our star boy. We don't have one.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the comment I wanted to see. 2K champion, you are the man. If you look at Bologna's highlights with Motta from last season, you see how crucial Xerxes is with positioning and his passes that break defense through the lines that creates attack for Bologna. We don't have that. Exactly. This is exactly what I needed to hear. And this is exactly for all the Allegri lovers, exactly for all the people that are optimistic about Xerxes for the Mercato. Xerxes has the characteristics that no one has on this team. No one. No one. And I think if we do get Xerxes, you're going to see a big change in our attack. Now, if you remember, and I'm going to add on to you, 2K champion, we also don't have a player like a Calafiori. We don't have a player like that. The only player I think that is similar to when he goes up would be Cambiaso. But Cambiaso is a fullback. He's not a center back. And I just think that if we could have at least two players that know Motta's system very well, which Cambiaso actually already knows Motta because he actually played under Motta with Bologna on loan, if you guys even remember, then I think that definitely this Juventus would start to gel, start to really, because you already know that with with Xerxes' movements, if he comes to Juventus, then I think that this would be a better attacking team. And this would be way better. This would be extremely better if we could get somebody like Xerxes on this team. And I don't know why there's a lot of people that are saying, oh, Xerxes this, Xerxes that. Guys, when it's already worked, it's going to work again. All this team needs is that final click in that final third. If we could get somebody like that, and plus we also have a Vlahovic. Remember, we do have a Vlahovic. Especially, what I mean with that we have Vlahovic is that if he comes off the bench or even if he starts, there's always a chance that he could score. So, who knows? But yeah, no, 100% agree with this comment. But Anthony also says about Milan, if I can see more consistency from the players on the Fonseca, we probably won't win the Scudetto, but we can have a strong second half of the season. Who knows? Remember, you guys have a game in hand, and not just that, but if you guys start winning like this, you guys are gonna be scary. Coming from behind, especially, because in my opinion, your guys' goal this year is top 4. That's it. It's top 4. Top 4, maybe try to win the Coppa Italia. Or try to go far in Champions League. Or even try to at least try to challenge for the Scudetto. It's going to be hard. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with Fonseca? Because it's like a mystery. Still mystery. Primo Calcio agrees with you, Angelo. 100% passion. This is exactly why you don't build an Italian team full of foreign mercenaries. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you with that. I think that, I think a lot of the Italian teams, you don't have a lot of Italian players on them anymore. It's different. They don't know the passion or the culture really. They don't have that drive to do even better. And that's probably one of the biggest ones. Cambiaso, I think, one of them that stands out. Fagioli, maybe Locatelli. Those are the 3. That's it. And Gatti. Sorry. Gatti as well.
Guys, I also like to add we are at 5 viewers right now. Let's try to get that up to 10.
Yeah, guys.
Let's try to build this back up to 10, all right? But yeah, just keep sharing and let's keep the stream going. Just wanted to add that.
Yep, Lily says, what's up? 2K champion says after that brace under Amarin, he's not leaving. Not true. If you have to also remember, even Rasmus Højlund scored a brace. So it's up to Amarin on who's he really going to start. With Xerxes, you never know. And guys, you have to also remember. I think some people forgot about the Mercato stages, but we're in Mercato now. We got Chef Juntali cooking. Okay, cooked in the summer. Okay, if anybody said he did his job, it's up to Mota and the players now. He did his job in the summer. He could do even a better one for this one. So, guys, never doubt Chef Juntali. He knows. I trust him. I fully back Juntali. Fully back him. Fully back him. He's already have a wonderful experience. In my opinion, Juntali is a big, I would say, badass. He gets things done. He gets things done in our terms, though. And I like that. I like that. And that's what we needed since Beppe Marotta left to Inter. And let's just talk about it actually now. Angel, thoughts on Juntali coming into the January Mercato?
Look, I think he definitely proved himself over the summer. I feel he showed that he can create when the odds aren't put into his favor, with whether it's money wise or dealing with other clubs. Like we had a little issues with Atalanta getting Coop, but he got the job done. We were able to get Coop miners into our club. But no, like I agree with you. We back him, and I hope he does a similar job or an even better job come this January Mercato, because the summer he did a good job. He got the players that we needed to get. It's just a matter of Mota and the players getting it going, because he did it. He landed the deals. He got them into the club. So now let's see if he could do that again. I hope he does an even better job than he did in the summer, because if he does a better job, then who knows? Who knows? Maybe we move into a different situation than we are in now. I mean, let's just hope he exceeds our expectations.
Exactly. Exactly. And I just hope that he can. Because this is going to be a big, big Mercato for this Juventus. And let's see what really happens.
This is
Who
also big.
knows?
This is also big because we have players right now that are wanting to leave and flee in all different directions. And right now, he needs to do a good job of getting the prices right.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting the prices right, and then once we get our our money from these players, how are we now managing that, and where is it going to next? Are we going to get players that are not injury prone, that are ready to come in now, that are effective immediately? Or are we going to be getting players, just say like Arthur Mello, who's collecting a huge paycheck and he's nowhere to be found? So
Exactly.
right now we need effective immediate players. Juntali needs to pick the right players with the options that he's given. And for the players that are leaving, he needs to get the right prices so that we could take a good chunk of change that hopefully we get from them and apply it in a direction that's going to benefit Juventus, not hurt us.
Exactly. And we even have a 2K champion, which I am going to save your comment for. Everybody already knows. We are getting into the Mercato news now, everybody. So,
Is there any way to make like a balloon or like a flash? We got to figure that out for Mercato news, because that's like a hot topic that everyone wants to hear us talk about. I feel like we get that right off the start of the stream. We need to get like a little like a what are they confetti, like
confetti.
a little confetti shoot on our stream so that everyone knows it's that time of the stream.
Yeah, that'll be funny. We'll
Yeah.
get something going. I'll get something really cool. But here it is. Di Marzo and Sky Sports said they don't want to loan Xerxes out, and the braceless is the thought of that. Yeah, true, true. Di Marzo says that, but you have to also remember we're not even in Mercato yet. We're not even in Mercato stage. And knowing Juntoli, when he wants a player, remember, right, with the Coop situation, right, said that we're not selling him, we're not selling him, we're not selling him, and all of a sudden comes to Juve. So same thing goes with other players. So you never know. You never know. But the players could be sacrificed. and Fagioli is 1. My opinion, I don't know about Fagioli really going, permanently to a different club. I'm not sure. Because he has the potential to become something great. But Juventus is in need of the cash. We are in need of cash, guys. It's just the reality right now.
What do you say his market value is?
Market value, at least 30 million. 30 to 25. If you get that, that's perfect. Right now, his market value is probably 15. But if you're going to set a goal or target for Fagioli, if you are going to really sell him, it's got to be 25, 30.
Yeah, you need to get good profit on him.
Because, and I don't see, and I don't even see Giuntoli selling Fagioli for 15 million. I don't even see that. So, no, I mean, 100% agree with you, 2K champion, that you never know. But like I said, with Giuntoli as our sporting director, when they always say that in front of the camera, but then when they're behind closed doors, they're like, "Ooh, okay, perfect," and there you go. And you never know with this, with Amorim. Who knows? Something could happen. He has a bad game already in December, and then everything goes to crap, and then they're like, "Oh, you know what? Let me loan him out. Let's loan him out." So, 100%. Let's see what happens. And knowing Giuntoli, we will pay an excessive amount for above average players. Yeah, true. True. That's true. The average players, I think, for this season, I I don't. Well, I want to say Nico Gonzalez. That's 1. 2, Douglas Luiz. Never even heard of him until this Mercato. Starting to be a flop. I can't say it right now, but because, in my opinion, he hasn't even played as much, or he hasn't even proved he has skill. In my opinion, he has skill, but too much. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit too much, right? I mean, Angelo, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I just feel like we haven't seen enough.
Hmm.
It's just like he hasn't been here. Like he just has not been present. So
Yeah,
I mean, is that like, do we keep him and give the chance, or do you sell him? You know what I mean?
yeah. And we actually have a good comment here from Primo Caucho. My guy says, "Think about this: we sold Chiesa for 12 million and bought a less talented player who is just as injury prone for 35 million." True, true. But I think we sold Chiesa because, one, there has to be something backstage. I don't know what it is, but something behind the scenes. 2, I don't think that Chiesa really fits or fitted Mota's style at the time because everybody knows Chiesa thinks that he's such a big superstar that he doesn't like to track back. And you already know with a lot of the coaches, they like to play in a system that if you think that you're the hot shot, whatever name that you have on the back, you're out. You know?
The name on the back is not as important as the badge on the front.
Exactly. And guys, you have to also remember Vlahovic. Vlahovic had an interview. I don't know if anybody remembers the Serbia. He had an interview with the Serbian national team for in the international break, and he said that he even criticized Mota about the defensive that the striker has to play defensive. Guys, what are we talking about? What
Well,
are we talking about?
there's a lot of speculation with Vlahovic as well about where he could be potentially going. A lot of people are saying PSG. Some are even throwing around Chelsea. I've seen
Arsenal as well.
Arsenal. So yeah, I definitely see um PSG as a very hot person, very hot area for him to join because that's that club could definitely pay the money for him that we want, and I feel would take him in a heartbeat. Like if they, that could be, I feel, a quick deal.
Yeah. And not just that, but I also want to say hello to some people. So we got Ciao Neil, Ciao Pino, and yeah, no. Also, there's also more comments. There's a lot more comments from following you as well. From 2K Champion says, Albanese is saying we will sell Fajoli then buy Hanko. Not sure if this is also linked to it, but advance on Antonio Silva deal. True. I saw that. I saw that. We actually reported that on our Twitter. If you follow our Twitter as well, it's in the description below. We followed also the Antonio Silva deal. We're actually a little bit, I think we're more closer to the Antonio Silva deal, the type of deal with a loan with an obligation similar to the Conceição, than to Skriniar right now. Skriniar has gone off radar so far. But let's see what happens, especially with, you just said it right now, relying on Jorge Mendes for that deal. So let's see what happens with that because we have a great relationship with that agent. So let's see what happens. Chiesa probably got sold because of a contract renewal problem, as I said before, wanting a Vlahovic-like salary. Exactly, that's who. Remember, these guys don't want to pay, take a paycheck, a pay cut. Sorry, not paycheck, pay cut. Vlahovic out of all people. I could understand Chiesa. But Vlahovic of all people. Vlahovic. What has this guy really proven on this Juventus team that makes it like say, wow, Vlahovic, the invincible? Like, guys, I haven't seen it.
Well,
He's
that's
been he's been good in certain moments, but he's been so clearly inconsistent on so many different occasions as we could name it all the games that we could have gotten 3 points on. Everybody in the
well,
chat can agree with me.
that's what I was also saying, that I could see PSG just picking him up.
Exactly. And also it says Pino says you're totally right. Truly, no way he will sell Fajoli for less than 25 million. Yeah, true. 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 Like I said, it all depends. It all depends on how Juntuli will, I think manage the Mercato, but let's see what really happens. But Mercato says Chiesa tracks back way more than Nico. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see it that much because that was the biggest thing about not fitting him out the style, his tracking back, and not just that, but could also be who knows, right? It could be also the contrary situation about the more money. Which, in my opinion, I don't know what the heck was in Chiesa's head. He should have got that renewal done in a long time ago. But it's his fault now. Because look, he's paying the price at Liverpool. Right? So some shit almost happened to McKennie, but he decided to just lower his salary. Exactly. Same shit. Yeah. 100%. Same stuff happened to Dybala. Exactly. Another one. A lot of these guys, they want the big paychecks, but it's not deserved. They don't think that. They just don't think that. They get a little bit of I would say greedy. Really. And it's crazy because we're talking about pros here that have a lot of fortune, a lot of money.
If any of us were handed that money, I'd be like, wow, like
Dude, man. Oh
I'd
my
be
gosh.
speechless.
Dude, if that happened, I would literally reinvest it for the channel, for you guys as
Yeah,
well. Be perfect.
I was saying, like, the fact that these people are being greedy when it's
Ciao Gio, Ciao Neil says yeah, I saw this already. I saw this already, Neil. Don't worry, I'm already on it. Don't worry. Elkon is turning us into a Moneyball team. Besides Vlavic's ridiculous salary, you have to pony up for your best players. Kiesa's demands weren't unfair. True, true, true. You do. But at the time, if you really think about it, Primo Caucho, Chiesa wasn't even at his best. when Chiesa came back from his ACL injury, it's not the player like before. Sure, he offers something, but we all knew that he ain't that same Chiesa since that Euro or that injury. Pre ACL for him, unbelievable. That was the Chiesa I loved. That was the Chiesa. Everybody would go, like, every time he gets the ball, everybody would be standing up because we all knew that he was going to create something. Same thing with Jose Sal. Same thing. Same. I would say, same energy from him. He's been impressive. Been really impressive for us. But who knows with Elkan? Who knows? Because there's a lot of things that could happen. Pino says I would keep Fagioli and trade McKennie. Ooh. McKennie hasn't been that bad though, Pino. He hasn't even been that bad this season. But I could see where you're coming from. And listen, if I was in your shoes, I probably would do, as well. Trade McKennie for sure. This project isn't giving players high salaries. Vlahovic is next on that list. True. That's very true. Since Giuntoli and I think even Malta came in, and also the new board as well. You guys, we have to also remember we changed board, changed the whole management. So, I think also from the club standpoint, we can't be giving those big salaries anymore. Because if we all remember when we signed Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7, we like I said, once COVID came, we couldn't even pay Cristiano. We couldn't even really pay him. And they are still having that court going on or something like that. There's some kind of case going on with Ronaldo and Juventus because of the salary that Juventus didn't even pay it during that time. That's what the rumors are, but I don't even think it's true. So, we don't want to be Moneyball Juventus. If we are going to offload Chiesa, surely spending 35 million on Nico wasn't the right move. Yeah, no, I agree. I think Nico for going for 35 million was kind of crazy. I said Nico is at least 20 million tops. 20 million, 15 million. Same as Fagioli. That's what I think. Fiorentina, they got something on us. Like I said, they really get us on these players. Whenever we get a player from Fiorentina, this is why I said no more getting time. I would say no more getting from the Italian teams. For the next Mercato, please do not get any more from the Italian teams. Because we're the, how do I say, all the other teams in the Serie A are like rats feeding off of us. It's exactly what I'm saying. They're feeding off of our funds. And we are actually giving them a lot of money. For example, Atalanta, 60 million? Come on.
We're funding outrageous. Our rivals.
Exactly. And we're making them more competitive as well. So, if we're going to say something, it should be our fault that we're making Atalanta this good. Look what we did. Chiesa had 9 goals last year. First year after his injury. First year after his injury. First year playing second striker and in an Allegri system that just banged the ball forward. True. But I don't know. I would have loved to see Chiesa play a couple matches on the Motta. I want to see the difference, but we would never know. Unless something happens. Who knows if we end up getting him back somehow, which anything can happen in the Mercato, but that would be funny. But it kind of be stupid too, but it's okay. Pino says Chiesa was a good move for Giuntoli. Look, he can't even play. Exactly. Chiesa still hasn't even touched the field for Liverpool. He only touched it 2 games? That's it. So it could have happened with us as well. He wouldn't be ready. So who knows? Shifties is back. Says Chiesa would have been the exact same as Nico. He's only played 3 games at Liverpool. You're right. You're right. He's only played 3 games, 3 to 2 games, three to what? How many games? Probably 3 or 2, around there. So you're 100% right on that. I agree. Primo says, just watch, guys. Next year we will start 2 Italians. We will have spent another 200 million in the Mercato. We will never be what we used to be. Don't agree with you. This is a project that will be for a long term. Also remember, this Juventus hasn't lost. By this time of year, we would have at least lost 1 time. We're going to cook next year. For the next years to come, we are going to cook. Once we get those players back, fully healthy, and when we get reinforcements, we are definitely going to be cooking, guys. Primo Calcio, I agree with you that I think that we've been spending a little bit way too much on certain players that I think we don't even need. But under Giuntoli and under Thiago Motta, we at least see something growing. We at least have an identity. We at least have already a united team. We have that. All we need is that click or that switch. We need that. And like I said, Douglas Luiz, Coop Miners, they will have their prime moments for this club. It's just a matter of time. I want to bring up one. Look at Vialli. When he was at Juventus, look at the big dips he had as well. He had the big rises. We all know that. Legend. But we all know that he struggled for a while. Same thing with other players, especially when they get hurt. They will struggle to come back, but there will be that one day that they will come back stronger, and we will see the light of day, guys. It's just a matter of time where we will see Juventus fully back on top as a strong Juventus, a dangerous Juventus, a threatening to the UCL again. We will see that Juventus again. And I believe in this project. I believe in Thiago Motta. I believe in the management. I believe in Giuntoli. Because I think that we could definitely improve. Yes. 100%. We have the qualities. We have the players. It's all up to the players and the coach to really turn this team into something special. Thiago Motta, you also have to remember, this is Thiago Motta's first season where, he didn't even have like 5 competitions like he has now. This is his first time. So this year might just be that top 4 year.
He's also had injury after injury.
Exactly. And we still haven't lost. We lost so many big names, and we still haven't lost. And we haven't even seen the full potential of players. Imagine what we do when all these players are firing. We will become a strong team again. So everybody will just watch, but don't worry, guys. Yeah, you could see Chiesa and Yildiz last year in the Montero's 3-4-3. Yeah, true. Lamb Chop says, "Ciao, we're cooking. Yeah, we're cooking next year. 2K champion. We're cooking next year, bro. Trust." Ramadan, what's going on, man? 2K champion says Douglas Luiz and Coop were very good players before they joined us. I think they will cook soon. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Like I said, once Coop scores that first goal, guys, you wait and see. Look at what happened, right? Against Lille, he did score both offside, of course, because of certain other plays from other players. But we've seen once he scores that first goal, second goes in, more confidence. He just needs that confidence. He needs confidence in himself. Look at Vlahovic. Same thing with Vlahovic. Consistent. Primo Culture says, I've been around a long time. I've never seen a team that says it's a project actually work. You win now when you spend that money. True, but you have to also remember now, it's different type of calcio, different type of football now. Because, and if you want to blame it on it, you blame it on him. You blame it on Pep Guardiola. Because of the tiki-taka, because of the possession-based teams, because of that. Look at Inter, right? Look how long we won for a decade. They didn't even win a trophy for a decade till what 2021. They won their first Scudetto in 11 years. Look at Napoli, first Scudetto in 30 years, 35 years, whatever it is. Guys, Primo Calcio. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I think that when we start from scratch, you know, who knows? Who knows? But let's see what happens, right? Look what Conte did from a worse team with way less investment. True. You're right. You're right. Conte did do a very good job. That's his specialty. Getting a very bad team back into form or back into the way that the way he you know, in my opinion, Conte starts winning cycles, but he doesn't play very nice football. As you can see how Conte is winning with Napoli. He's winning like how we were last season with Allegri. Now, injure one player, two players on that team, it's going to be different. Angel, what do you think on that?
Repeat that. You cut out. I just had to fix my Wi-Fi.
Yeah. No, no, go ahead. I mean, like it says,
No, 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 no. I
Conte.
got it. I just heard you now. I was fixing my Wi-Fi. I had to put my hotspot came off. So can you repeat that?
Yeah, no. I was just talking about the Conte stuff. It says, look what Conte did from a worse team with way less investment. What are your thoughts about that comment as well from Primo Calcio?
Oy. I mean, I he did a lot, but look look where they're at right now, and look where we are. And
True.
I'm gonna say we also didn't have a lot a lot to play with as well when it comes to money and all that. So that's I think it's really the man behind who's making the deals and everything. Can you maneuver certain situations and get the best deal that suits you? Because I mean, I don't think he didn't. I don't think he. I think he did a good job, but look where they are in the stand. Look where they are.
Yeah.
Not where they should be. Not where a team like that should be. So I'm just gonna say, look at the standings because that some things aren't working for them as well.
And I want to ask Primo Calcio in the chat as well because I know that he brought up the Conte. And I know he brought up all that as well with the way that he's using it right now. But if you look at it, I want to see. I want. Do you think that there's any sort of improvement from the past? What Allegri's? I want to say the past Allegri. No, I want to say since Pirlo. Since we have Pirlo as coach, has there been any improvements, especially since Thiago Motta came in? Has there been a way better style? Have you seen a little bit of that fino alla fine? I mean, we could all say here we did really seen it. We've seen that fino alla fine. We've
We've
seen
seen
it.
glimpses.
We've seen glimpses, but it's not there yet.
No, little glimpses, and like we've said in the past, the Inter Milan match, and the Leipzig game.
Yeah.
Those are moments where like, all right, I'm starting to see it, but the consistency with that has not been there. So it hasn't been there in a while. Hopefully, hopefully against City and even Bologna, I feel we bring that out. I feel you're not really going to see it against Bologna, in my opinion. I may be wrong. They may shock me, and I hope they do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and they really show it. But I feel that you might see it against City because they know it's such a giant, and they're going to have to put everything there for that win.
Exactly. And listen, Primo Castro, I definitely agree. I do agree that we just want to win, but if you really think about it, it's gonna have to take time. Look at Napoli, right?
But
Napoli,
style also has a big factor into the game.
exactly. Especially
See,
nowadays,
yeah,
because of the amount of games that we are playing. We have to prepare tactically, everything, everything.
each game you have to prepare tactically different. You can't play tactically the same way for every game. For each team, you have to tactically prepare for what that team is playing, for what they're known for playing, for certain players. So, and you have to have a style. You have to have a good foundation with your style and build off of that. So, yes, no, it's not a set recipe, but you got to have a foundation. You have to have a foundation. You have to know, okay, we are going to keep the ball, but how are we going to attack in certain situations against this team? How are we going to defend in certain situations? Style is having a style and an understanding on how you want to play is key, or else then you're just running around with chicken with no heads because no one's on the same page. You're gonna have some players doing this, some players doing that. No, there has to be a set methodology on how we're gonna play, and then make little adjustments based on the game. So yes, there's no set way, but there's got to be an understanding throughout the entire team on how we're going to play.
And when was the last time in the past couple of years where we actually really seen the real full team of Juventus really play?
I mean,
Especially this year.
I was gonna
9
say,
injuries.
I was gonna say this year, it's been a while. It's been definitely a while.
Yeah, and like I said, we haven't even seen it in years. And Prima Calcio, do you think that we are actually playing too many games? Because if we think that we both think, me and Angelo think that we are playing way too many games, especially the international breaks that are just not even worth it. It's not even worth it. I don't understand that. They're just overworking the players. And like I said, this is what's killing, I think, the game itself. It's killing Calcio. You know? It's killing it. But I get what you're saying, especially with this comment here I saw here. Winning doesn't take time. Winners win. Styles for the media. True, but we could also say that with Spalletti's Napoli. Right? Same thing with Pep Guardiola. The thing is, some coaches have that magic already. You have to remember, Mota's a young coach. So there's going to be moments where he's going to have that little bit of an experience. But if he's able to change, especially this coming weekend, we all said, I want to see Yildiz in the 10 and I want to see Coop a little bit more back. If we see that in the weekend, then at least he's not too stubborn enough to, I think really be, I would say, I think he would really have the more back of the fans. I think if he really does more of that, proving us wrong, and I think he will. We have to start looking at young coaches. We can't be going after, like Mourinho, an Allegri again, a Ten Hag, right? Oh man, please don't get that guy on my team. That'd be bad. But we can't look for guys like that. Like look at Liverpool. Liverpool, Arne Slot. That guy came in from a team Feyenoord, and he's doing outstanding right now. So, don't know. Like I said, it's gonna take a little time. You have to be patient. We all be patient. I want to win. Listen, I want to win now. Like if I want to win now, but we all know
Winning does take time,
it takes time, and also
especially when you're rebuilding. Especially
exactly,
when you're rebuilding, it does take time because you have to you have to get everything right. You're not going to win with 10 guys being injured. You're
exactly,
not.
and not just that, Primo Gaucho, but look at Conte, right? Conte won competition. Do you think that if Conte had played in Europe, that Napoli would be in the position that they are right now? Do you really think that? I don't think so. Because of Conte's inexperience in Europe, and you already know, once he actually. Oh, hold on. I'll read that comment as well. There's more as well, but I'll read this one, but I want to read your previous one because that one answers it. He's won multiple Scudetti while playing in CO. Yes, but for a team that's already, I think, for the team really, what they got Pirlo, they got Vidal, Marquisio. That's prime Juventus. Pogba. Talking about we're talking about Napoli. That's like one injury and it could all change for them. That guy McTominay. It's either going to be McTominay or Lukaku. You know, it's gonna be like that. I understand, but we all know how Conte's teams, especially how he is in general, is just that he's just gonna bother the management of getting me this player, getting me that player for like 100 million, like he did with Lukaku, right? I mean, there was like a big argument with him about that, you know. So, like I said, this guy Conte, yeah, he might get you on the right track. He might get you maybe for that, but then remember, he lives in 2 years. He leaves in 2 years. Basically, he's a 2 year coach. You win now for like, okay, 1 year, but then you just, what? He leaves? Look at Inter. I'm not going to say it about Juventus because, in my opinion, that's way, way, way past that. Now, let's talk about Inter. 2 years. Plays second in first year, first place in the second year. What happens? Has an argument with the management, leaves. Same thing what happened with Spurs, right? Tottenham. What do you think he did? I mean, listen, we all know that, it's the history of Tottenham, as Chiellini says. But we all seen it. We all seen it. If he doesn't get the players that he wants, doesn't cut it. He left Inter, and also here, as I say that, he left Inter in a great spot because, luckily, Inter were on Inzaghi for a little while. Luckily. But you also have to remember, it's going to be a process. Inzaghi didn't win in his first year either. He challenged because he already had a winning team. But I think that with this team, we could really grow. We could grow to be a great team. We're not there yet. But we could grow. There's a lot of room for improvements, but we could grow. Nah, man, that was all Conte and Pepper magic again. Inzaghi is overrated. Yeah, listen, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Inzaghi, some of the subs, 100%. But who knows? Oh, you said Beppe Magic. Yeah, true. It could be Beppe as well, Beppe Marotta. Even though we all know it's Marotta League, as a Juventus fan, we all know it's Marotta League, man. But yeah, no, I agree. Inzaghi is definitely, I would say, an overrated coach. But look, he's winning because he has already the winning formula. But look at their dip. Now they're starting to decline. Once they start to decline, then they're going to be like us. It's just a matter of time. It's happened before. They didn't win nothing for a decade. Think it's not going to happen again? Look when we went to City B. We had to build from the top. Build from everything. And we went back to winning anyway. Didn't we? We went back and we won. So I believe that we can definitely come back to win. We won already the Coppa Italia, finally. Finally, we won something. But I think we needed a younger coach anyway. This is the time, especially with the new generation of coaches. I think this is the best time to bring in Motta, because Milan were on Motta as well. So, and I wouldn't have wanted like a Fonseca at Juventus. That would have been bad. That would have been really bad, because I don't like Fonseca. But 100%. Yeah, true. Conte, of course. But you also have to remember, Conte has been around for a while. Motta is a new upcoming coach that could be something great. He's like, in my opinion, he could be like a Gasparini, something like that, an underrated coach. I think he could definitely win. Angelo, what do you think?
No, I agree with you. I was just gonna say that this is his first time at a club of this caliber. He's playing in two different competitions, which his old club didn't have to do. So there's a lot that he still has to get control over, and get in the reins of in everything. Like he's got to feel it out now, because he's new. He's never done this. So yes, things are going to be a little shaky at first, but like we've said in previous ones and that we've said off stream, is that get he needs to get used to what this is going to be, and move forward into the next season. All right, this is how it's going to be. This is how we're going to adjust our training sessions, how we're going to approach certain games, the substitutions, how we're going to manage them, so certain players aren't being overused in these games. So I mean, definitely this is not, you'd say, a learning year for him, but he's never coached a team this caliber where they're competing in Champions League and Serie A and all these different things. It's really a learning year for him, and a learning year for the players to understand him as a coach. So I think after this year, he'll have a much better idea of how to manage this better and how to deal with certain situations, like if you're getting mass injuries throughout the season.
Exactly. And I agree with this comment, Primo Calcio. I agree with a lot of your comments, actually. But, and I totally agree with everything, especially with in terms that I think that Giuntoli needs to realize that what Motta says that what he wants. He wants a certain player. He needs to get it. We need a player that already knows Motta's system already, that already has been already in it, and also we need that kind of that life. What can get this Juve back to life, right? We need something like that. We need like an impact. We need an impact on this team.
Calafiori would have been the gem to get.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
He would have been a gem to have in that back.
Now, I want to ask Primo Calcio this. Would you rather have spent the 50 million on Calafiori or spent it on Douglas Luiz? What do you think? Because if we have, I think if we wouldn't have gone for Douglas Luiz, we would have gotten Calafiori. I really think that we would have actually gotten him. Yeah, 100%. That's where I think Giuntoli didn't make a mistake. Was that Douglas Luiz? 100%. I think that was the biggest thing. But let's see what happens with that. We signed 3. Yeah, no, we did. We signed 3 center mids. You're right. 100%. I think it was not needed. we also signed Duram. But listen, I mean, if we get more players and it changes the whole team, props to Motta and props to Juntuli. But let's see what happens in the next coming days as well. And 100%. With this, I want to go back to this as well. It says, I like Motta. Let's get him players that actually fit what he wants to do. He needs to be more stern about his guys. Exactly. It's about getting his guys. And also, 2K Champion says here, Bologna wouldn't let us get both considering we took Motta. True, but I think if Calafiori would have held on to his grudge, he would have. I think at the end of the Mercato, maybe we would have got him. I mean, Angelo, what are your thoughts?
No, yeah, I feel if you did hold on, we could have gotten him, and I feel like that just would have been perfect for us because we would have had an attacking center back, which I like because this new era of how these center backs are turning into these major playmakers, and he understands Motta's style. Like these are two attributes that we've really been looking for and that we've spoke about numerous times is that these attacking center backs are just a new addition to this game that are making a huge impact. And then he's played under Motta, and that gives us bam a player in the back who could be a strong leader for us. Then that just would have been a great scenario to have a person who's strong in the back that could be a leader, plays on Demota, can really translate his philosophy to the other players, and also gives us that attacking center back that can create, that can
Exactly,
make big plays.
because I think we all have seen it. Thiago Motta's style under Bologna, there was always an attacking center back, always. Now there really isn't. I don't even see that much. I mean, maybe Kalulu in some flashes with Gatti. When we had Bremer, there was a lot more.
Could that also be a piece that we're missing? Is that he's trying to bring that style here, and the we're not having that attacking center back that he's used to. So that's
Yeah,
why we're seeing much less of an attack than we want.
exactly,
So
exactly,
we're not this attacking center back isn't there, but he's trying to play the game as if there is one there. So there's very limited attacks being done because the person from the back that he's relying on to really start getting things going in that manner isn't doing so because that's not their strength. And that's where if we had Calafiori, someone who understands that, I feel you would have seen a real change within this team.
100%, agree with you, Primo Cacho as well. He doesn't have the players he needs in order to do what he wants. Exactly, exactly. That's why I think this January Mercato is going to be very important for Mota to get the players that he needs to really, bump this team up and actually put some energy into this team because we haven't seen any urgency since really we only seen in some flashes. The Leipzig game where we really saw the potential what Juventus could really be, and we saw a reaction against Inter. So I mean, I think that was pretty much a good way that we could talk about it as well. I mean, lots of things. Ooh, who are you guys signing in January? Juntli is fired. You're in charge. Angelo, what do you thought on that? And now go.
Interesting. Interesting. I know we've spoken on a few guys. A lot of things have been tossed around because also the scenario changes. Who left? Who do we get rid of? The money that we got, and then that's when you could determine where to start picking that area. But I know we've thrown ideas about Skriniar. We've thrown things about Xerxes. So even Jonathan David has been tossed around. But I think I think right now a lot of people, and I think Gio, I don't know if you agree, but I feel Skriniar and Xerxes has definitely been a major watch for Juventus right now.
Yeah. No, I think Skriniar would be a big top pick. But I also think that if I was Juntali, or if I replaced Juntali as a sporting director, I would have gone with Xerxes 100%.
Well, yeah, that's what I
Xerxes
said.
needs to be
Skriniar or Xerxes.
Xerxes. I think that um without sacrifices, either Xerxes and try to get either a Skriniar or Antonio Silva. Try to get that. And for a third, if we do have the extra, I would say if we do get some funds somehow, get a left back, get somebody to fill in that, or try to get another striker. Get one more striker. Because our striker problem this season is outrageous. Milik, Vlahovic, both injured. So definitely that for sure. That's what I would have went for. But Xerxes, definitely. And yeah, 2K champion even says Skriniar tail left back as well. Yeah, that's decent with that sacrifice. Yeah, that's true. Some interesting players on freeze this summer, by the way. Yeah, I think that Jonathan David's going to be a Juve player, man. I really think that he's going to be a Juve player. Just a matter of time. There's also rumors about him going to Barcelona. I think Juventus could really do something with Jonathan David. Angelo, thoughts?
No, I agree. I think we could really benefit from having him in the club. I feel like we have to gain that edge on Barcelona. I personally think we could for getting him because I don't really know if Barcelona's really gonna take him. I don't really see him in that Barca jersey. They're pretty solid. They have like I do watch I watch a lot of Barcelona guys, so I I'm not really I don't really see that vision there, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong that could change, but I see definitely Juventus could get the edge on him, but I feel he'll have more of a benefit at Juventus than he would at Barcelona. That's just
Yeah.
my personal opinion. I think he could do a lot for us. He could do more at Juventus than he could at Barcelona.
True. And I agree with Primo Calcio right here as well because I've seen that a lot, but he even said I like David, but I think he's much better on the counter attack and could struggle on condensed spaces in Serie A. 100%. This is why I said a long time ago as well on one of our podcasts. If you actually go back in a couple of streams that we had, um, yeah, Jonathan David does way better on the counter attack than he does, I think, in a system like Motta's. That's why I went all in for Xerxes.
Yeah. And yeah, Jonathan David definitely needs space to play. To mean he's not like you said, he's condensed spaces is not his strong suit. And I feel like as a Barca player, for the most part, you have to be good in those condensed spaces.
Exactly.
Like you have to be technical to play within there because of their methodology. And I feel with Juventus, we could kind of open him up and give him that those open areas for him to play within.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I think that we could definitely see it. In the Mercato, we could definitely see big moves, especially what's going to happen with Vlahovic. What's going to happen with a lot of players. So, well, guys, I mean, let's see what really happens. We're going to have a lot more lives as well, guys, because stay tuned. Make sure to have your notifications on. It's right by the subscribe button. If you aren't subscribed, make sure to like and subscribe on this video. And also, if you haven't yet, like the video. Like the video, guys. And Primo Calcio, my friend as well in the chat. Thank you for commenting like a lot, man. It's awesome having you and chatting with you, man. It's always good to chat, man. And hope to see you more on the channel, my friend. Hope to see you more on the streams as well. And yeah, no, let's keep growing, guys. Let's get some more Juventini, or even who knows, even other fans as well. Arsenal fans, Milan fans, who knows? Just get them here. Make sure to tell them to subscribe and have their notification bell up, man. And
Guys,
let's get some more Juventini and let's go.
guys, I also like to add, let's try to get these streams up to averaging 10 viewers, guys. We are so close. We are going from 6 to 8. We're right in that area. Tell your friends to tune in and engage in the chat. You guys see we're reading all the comments. We are answering your questions. We are having a genuine conversation with you guys. If you guys want to talk Juventus, Arsenal, anything, just keep spreading the word. We're engaging with you guys. There's a lot of places that you may not be heard. Here you are heard. You are heard, and we are taking your thoughts to heart, and we're giving you our best opinions and insight towards your ideas. So just like I said, spread the word, have them come in here. Let's get more viewers in because we we'd be happy to have a conversation with an even bigger crowd.
Yep. Like I said, guys, bravo primo calcio, my friend. Listen, if you want to contact us in any way, join our Discord server, or also follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. I am gonna fix the Instagram, but just follow our Twitter if you have, or just follow one of our socials, and
Guys,
keep going.
also, also, I know a while ago we spoke on the TikTok getting to 200 followers. Currently, we are at 237. Let's try to see if we could even do it quicker than we did in November. Let's try to get to that to 300 by the middle of December, guys. We've been doing great on that. Let's keep it growing, all right? And
Yeah, guys.
let's get to YouTube to 600. We've been growing a lot, and it couldn't be possible without you guys. So keep spreading the word. Keep your notifications posted because there's a lot coming from Juve Cornercast.
Yeah, guys, and I just want to make a big announcement. Either Thursday or Friday, there will be a nice collab stream on our channel right now, guys, with a special person. His name is Josh, and I think a lot of the Arsenal fans know he's an Arsenal fan. So, guys, and also he's a Calcio lover. He loves Serie A. So, guys, stay tuned for that as well. I will post it soon, and also maybe a stream tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe I have Reno, somebody on as well. Somebody else. If Angelo's free tomorrow as well, we'll do another one. We'll do a nice, maybe a little bit of a pregame. So let's do something. Let's see what happens, guys, and let's keep it going. Right, Angelo?
Always.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. It's a pleasure. Angelo, same thing with you, man. Pleasure always having you on the streams.
Always.
And thank you, everybody. And we'll talk to you soon. Ciao ragazzi, fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Ciao a tutti.
Ciao.